Right, so we had this tool. It was doing something, going nuts. Why is it so heavy on the CPU? So the window size should be limited to 2. Check my... So, yeah, I think my CPU, all the fans started going when the CPU crossing like 10%, which is odd. Could maybe elevate that. Never remain the same. Yeah, disk. I'm streaming at about 16 megabit. That's the Intel's graphic. I actually want to use this instead of running the screens. I'll just connect them to the motherboard GPU and use the Nvidia for processing data. And that's something that's coming up. Currently, so as you know, showing error, no, that should have went away. It did go away. So there's a new function to web application thingy on biomedical.com, and this one is this type of display. Can scroll through the file, selecting 2 channels. Ideally, I have a display of the 2 channels being overlaid, and it will calculate cross coherence function, and this is what the function looks like. So say is showing correlation. This bit here should be the middle there should be 0 Hertz frequency. So when you see a peak like that, it means that there is correlation at that specific frequency. So I have to fix the x-axis. We also want to add the 2 channels so you can, right, do the a default 0. Row link to, does it have a link to, no, it doesn't have a link to. gweb file. Yeah, this is the signaling function, so it will start this event structure, generate an event. So before on startup, nothing will get displayed, and now we should see what jump there. Okay, now. So this will be just a quick stream of under 1 hour. Just the schedule of the big boss. Big boss. Very demanding. So to do everything as the big boss says. Sorry for that. To cough. Hopefully I'm not coming down with anything, because earlier this week I was giving a talk for about, I don't know, 150, 100, I don't know how many, a lot of students in an auditorium at RMIT. All right, then there was also this, and now I'll catch up. I went to, so yeah, it could be those places. It feels like coming down with something. Shouldn't say that, because once I say it, like, make it till you make it type of situation. So in here, again we have this. And the presentation slides are online as well. If you want to go check them out, there is a link on the main page. And now work on this. Go here and function. A couple of things that we need to fix. We need to improve it, but then also trying to figure out why the min max are not being displayed. Min max. What are all these things? Let us, I don't know. Run the run offset 0. F. I can select the F not, because this is time. Have to be in time. Label. Well, this graph, right? Label is in the small file format. What's the x-axis? Are we in the x-axis? Amplitude. Okay, to be displayed. Then the auto scaling. And no. Ba, 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 ba. We scale it down. That should have been that F not is that number, right? With There's E node. No, we can't do that. Constant time. E. Remember in Labview if you can do it or not, but essentially this doesn't have to be waveform. Oh, the build waveform, various types, then change to bum 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 bum. Going to time. Final time. Time to day time. This conversion. Number to timestamp. If no, no, is the number. Rid of that. Be cleaned up a bit. Go over there. Right. Well, this is a better because this should be minus 500 to 400. I want to display endpoints. No labels. All yes. That right. Fix that little thing. Then the question still remains why the min max is not being displayed. Why is it not being displayed? The numbers are, something is wrong with this. Should be just be at the bottom. Max min, them out of here, put them down the bottom. No, still doesn't work. Really mistaken. Those are the things that you spend most of the time on. In max min. And for that, this is up the top. Oh, come on. What if you think it could be so much improved? This is the graph. Okay. It indicator create. Yeah. And what is another oh, I don't know. Moscow. Get rid of it. No, it's just copying stuff. Right, well, this should give me 139, 120, 120, 139. There. Yeah, have many trailing zeros. Is it the problem with the API? Can get the numbers out of J. JSON. I must be this application. Check the API. Was in BC test.2. Test density, power spectral density. And we have okay, note marks written in lowercase. This should work. This should work. But correct here. Right now it's working. Don't need to have that many numbers. They're actually not being displayed here. They just display it in there. Just fix it later. Okay. At the moment. Right, so that's working. That's we edit to publish. Sorry, I lost my audio. Now it should be working okay. Know how long it was off for. While this two channels should come as as a 2D array called raw eg. Go here, copy one of those, add dimension. Come just add dimension values raw eg. There. Anyway, I don't really need this. Don't need this too as well. Just play the data first. Right. Works by the now scroll going. There should be a horizontal scroll. Just put it into chat. Put it in chat. Oops. Use chat array. Transpose. What the? Get rid of the chat. Email that chat to this. Right. This is the two channels. Can get rid of that. She Right. Have to cases. No. But right. Have to add all this GLA, GLB. What? Ah, file scroll window. Count. Nice. Should be 2 as default. 7. Then it's max. So in this case, there's some negative cross correlation. Oh, do this. Like negative correlation. Yeah, in this case. Yeah, just wait. Sometimes correlated, sometimes doesn't. Testing this. Yeah, hopefully there's no major takes in terms of data processing. Yeah, we need to bring in seizure. It's just decided to check that when you cross coherence, cross correlation between two channels, you get this very large number. Then the 500 amplitude. Um, yeah, we should have like a peak. Ideally, we'll just find a peak amplitude. Do I need the frequency? Could use HL1, HL2 frequency response. That would be very handy, actually. The frequency response. Oh, channel 1 and 2. Don't have it here, do we? To add it in the API. publish it straight away because we made a major improvement before. It was a bit, how are you doing? Now it's much better. Then what? Channel 1, channel 2. Don't display all these things much. Play them here. Turn them into the 2D array would probably take less memory than a graph and a chart like this. It works okay too. Just straight out of the box. Same with a spectrogram. Have channel 1 to overlay it. Be plotted the color. Why is live streaming on LinkedIn is so difficult? I can't even find that option of it. How ridiculous is that? Yeah, I don't know. It's hidden somewhere. I guess it's when you start to post. All right. So you have photo, video, event, right? Article. So assume this event, and then it starts being complicated. The live. Yes, it's string from a third-party tool. Probably have to check. I don't remember how I did last time. To adjust your what's it OBS settings. Anyway, then it didn't keep the recording. Just clunky. Yeah, so currently, I mean, out of LinkedIn or YouTube in terms of live streaming, yeah. YouTube all the way. Then I have more than, what is it, more than 500 LinkedIn contacts. The 49. I had 50. Someone got unsubscribed. Someone unsubscribed. Yeah, first unsubscribe. Right. What do things like this mean? More like that. Yeah, this number is pretty arbitrary because when you scroll, it will change all the way to like a. It really depends on the signal. But then the question is, signal there. It is being followed, isn't it? Yeah, so you still have this a 0 phase, 2 Hertz phase difference. I have this negative peak. I'm not sure what does that mean. Minus 60. The 60 Hertz shift. Something's happening there as well. 5, 2. No, obviously the peak is there's 2 Hertz phase shift. We go here. This one should be in phase. When you go really, and that's the noisy channel. We had doesn't seem that noise on that channel. Second from the end doesn't seem to affect anything else. In this case, we have a strong thing. So I have to add annotations. Some labeling in a bit. We had an annotation display tool on the side, but we don't have a labeling tool. So it's something that hopefully will be coming soon as well. To add, does it look like in the checking how does this look in the browser? Finally, Google gave me some really relevant ads. This mobile EMG system, the total mobility solution, ultra mobile EEG and EMG recording platform for research without limits, and neuro.com. I don't know if that sounds familiar or not. Should be in to check, but I can't click on my own ads. Apparently, get heavy penalties for that, so I can't check it out. But it looks interesting. I'll have to Google it. Can't click on my own ads. Ah, and one way to hide them. Screen smaller. Have it about two. Yeah, this size. I don't see the ads anymore. Magic. Right, this is what the. So just saying, this is what the original example looked like. Yeah, very Labview. And this is what it looks like now. Can still be improved a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, the sizing of it can be made better, so we could make sure it's actually working on it's displayed well on a mobile phone as well. Still no ad. That's great. Yeah, sometimes it's actually struggling in the ad placement. So yeah, if you make your screen smaller, the ad will just disappear. Bing just added this thing. I don't know if one of the tools will be is that. No, that's just Microsoft Office. But surely they will have like ChatGPT or something in there. Promised I won't mention this name. Can't get rid of it because it's all over my LinkedIn. Yeah, this could be improved a lot. Like this signal, for example, I don't know even what it is, but it's it could be trended first before displaying it. Trended and normalized probably as well. Yeah. Yeah, because then it messes up the scale. If say stuff like this can be between um, -1 and 1, something like that will be good because we'll have the same shape. But one stuff up this metric. Not sure what it will do with the standard deviation. Yeah, distribution just should be between -1 and 1, like for this signal. You need to like normalize it. Normalize it. This one is between -3 and 4. Different. So why? Have to normalize them all, ideally, so they play better together, display better on the same chart. I don't know why the gaps there. Yeah, still gaps. And the over work. Don't be sure to disable it, enable it. So this one it won't work. The RMIT presentation slides are there. Any students willing to work on this, I'll be more than happy to make that possible. Yes, you'll have to contact your lecturer, supervisor first, let them know that it is doable. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to do at the moment. And the list of yeah, down the bottom in the overview. Yes, we're currently doing cross coherence. Yeah, we'll be doing signal integrity, spectral, power density, filtering. Yeah, doing already pretty much all that, but need to make it better, stronger. Average amplitude, coefficient variability, the dominant frequency, fuzzy rule based detection. Right, so the yeah, probably should bump it up the priority list, because one of the things we would like is to have fuzzy logic detector work on not these random shapes, but the actual EEG signal. That's the holy grail. This site. That is for this time. Stop that fuzzy logic thing from running. Yeah, I didn't have any internet dropouts in the last week, so NBN did do something. They weren't able to bring the fiber to the premises, which is unfortunate. Something about a blocked conduit. But they did something else, and the copper bit works okay now. There's some impedance issue. Dealing with should be plotting impedance as well. Of all these recordings, impedance should have been recorded. So I don't know, for example, the noise on one of the elevated noise on one of the channels is probably due to a higher, yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, so it's just noisy. I think it's just noise. Not the subjects this was recorded from do have seizures, but I'm pretty sure there's just noise. Enough. Yeah, GPU is going. If I drop down as well, will it? Still framing, that's okay. Yeah, we got 50 subscribers. Someone joined the live stream as well, but then they left. Um, to make the previous live streams much shorter. The editors online takes forever to load. Yeah, it's pretty basic editor as well. It looks like this. Small screen size. Yes, I can blow. I haven't tried to blow. I can add the audio. I haven't tried audio. Only one of my videos has some sort of music overlay, but I did it in another video editor. Yeah, and screen. If anyone gets there, probably no one will get there with live stream. Can edit this quiet bit from there and from the beginning as well. Every time I'm looking on the other screen, it's distracted with something else. Take this whole thing out. Then when you process it, it also takes forever to actually implement these changes. You can see here I'm actually talking properly. Over there I'm probably mumbling. Take this out. Do it later. Took a large quiet chunk. Take that one out as well. By how it's offering you to take out more. Probably a good idea. I'll trim it again later. So when you hit save, it says few hours. Yeah, sometimes I think it takes more like a day. It's being processed. Okay. Stream. So that was being processed. Too long as well. Edit later. Sometimes the editing videos takes forever. Then doing things like that. Yeah. Have to give it a rest. I think I overloaded the server already. Yeah, I'll just finish up with this. We wanted to add a frequency response. How do we do that? 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 We can take it from elsewhere. Spectrum, the noise. Take it from there. This one ramp is disabled. It's probably a good idea should be running faster. Displaying too much. Just do the overall spectrum and overlay them. So just the different colors, the two different spectrums for the two different channels instead of bands. So just put the waveform through and FFT. We don't have the wave. Doing the trending 5. It's just 1. Go inside that side anyway. The EMS file error line. And what you'll do, seems like we're doing the trend twice, we don't need that. The polynomial order by default. Polynomial for default is 2. Here we have 2. About it's the trending. The trending. And but this one. Ooh, happened to the screen. Make more space. This. That. Control B. Control Alt. This one. Trend. Yeah. And E. And input. Would like the trend to be an input as well. Like the trend to be the input as well. Stick. Now TFFT. To manage bit. Play the lecture and true. Changing reminder, changing the adding some functionality like an option to turn the trend on and off. And on and off. Oops. To go outside the loop. Oops, oops, oops. to go outside. This just look like this. Did it change the location? Why did it change the location? Give a let the FT. So adding an option to the trend. Version control. Yeah, always getting questions about version control. I'm a big fan of things just working. So in this case, I don't expect something to not work. And if it doesn't, I would like to fix it. And not just so the 100 versions would not necessarily help. I understand how it's important when working. Well, first, I still. Okay, well, normally I actually do normally version control. So just saving it as a substitute original copy. Well, yes. And then I just add 1.0 as my manual version control. How cool is that? However, I need to remember to change the name in the front end. So on the I also to add this thread as a binary and this terminals. Just do that. Oh, making a lot of changes. Uh, the original version if needed. So this would be from the yes and no. Connectors facing the wrong way. Can fix that. Yeah. Oop. A view. Running window. That's no. see, okay, something, save that, got the output of it, put in the magnitude. Yes, taking out the magnitude. Sorry, jumping around. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Right. And this is working okay. Right. Trend is changing everything except so this has to go after the spectrum. Spectrum. Over here. Very messy. One, two. Yeah, I can. Uh, spectrum. Spectrum. I want to see my frequency. I want to see my spectrum. Spectrum. To find a place for this. To find a place. Where can we place this? We even need to know. I don't know. Do we even need it? Don't know. I don't know. Do we need this? Don't know. I don't know. Spectrum. 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 Double array. just amplitude. Amplitude, amplitude, left, crossbar, base, density. Save this. Yeah, best we have to publish this, publish this, publish this, to publishing we will. This might take some time, but much shorter than a real publication. In about 5 seconds instead of 5 months. Web developed. Check if the web server is gay. Right, the previous one went out. Tool now shouldn't be working. Yeah, so it's temporarily not working. That's okay. We can handle this. Can handle this. First, we need the new name. Density. Show method URL. Copy it over here. Paste. Now we have an extra input which is binary, and we have an extra output to we edit session spectrum. Do we read this already have it be the same? delta F is yeah, it's okay, we can handle it. Delta F is 0.5 in both cases. So this is the longer stream because the boss fell asleep. Uh, so hopefully I would have a bit more time to just finish this from yes. Mm, about yes, that's that web server is up and running, and coherence copy. And one of the go the trend. Forgot to change the name. I knew I will forget it. I knew I will forget to change the name of the API. The on. Right. those two to be semi-transparent. Is that component and it's not present in the channel? Doesn't look bad. We might be able to record a new video. Published. Go for it. You like how it looks, but hey, because no one can tell us not to. Yes, be sure. Yes, be sure. Replace the previous two, yeah, because we already published it before. To replace this, and in Chrome, silly reason doesn't work in Chrome. I don't know why not. Doesn't work in Edge either. Running. Firefox. Yeah, it works. In Firefox, Fox just works. Press do some synthetic stuff in them. You can simply get rid of ads, or at least on my side, by making them less than otherwise work. Yeah, I want to make this. Oh, the trend button is so weird. Take it from. Right. Trend it and I had a button for it somewhere. I want to use the same style. Uh, and I use same button. 2200. This window is 4200. The This should have no ads because yeah, the size is good for my right. Might even be able to record the proper video. None of this live stream rubbish. Okay, first we need to this. This field. Let's quick go to the root directory of my server. Paste the files, yes. Yes, publish, publish, publish. Yeah. So what do we have here? First of all, just quickly test all these things are working. Trend, yes. Trending actually makes a lot of difference. The data source is the same. Like the data source. The main function. Well, there's quite a lot of them, so probably could just mention one. not late today. Hopefully we can. We need to play. Labview functions. Trend. Can't find this online. Crossing the eyes. No, I'm just searching on National Instruments website. It is a mid-time century. Trend label. have to read more about them myself because I should. Okay, do we need to publish again? Record a video. Come back in a sec. This is very exciting. Now you can't tell by my voice. Check if it's with the ads. Right, yeah, those are the Labview functions used. Data source, yes, your Vista integration, blah blah. There's some other information. Sounds good. Now, what attempt to record a video. Run this in the browser. I started recording to my computer as well. Testing. Hopefully the sound is okay. Okay. Testing my sound. Testing sound. Testing sound. Testing sound. Testing sound. Okay. Another tool on biomedical.com. It's already live just as of now. It lets you select two EEG channels. Will display its frequency response of each channel overlaid like this, and then it will show a cross coherence function. So this is cross correlation between the two channels in frequency domain. So you can scroll through this, see what it does. For some reason it's a bit overloading my server, but be okay. So yes, before I was looking here, for example, you have this frequency component there that is the same for the two channels, but they are not phase locked in the frequency domain. This is a bit odd. So essentially, yeah, I think it might be that peak here. It's not very large, but it essentially tells you that there is some similarity between the two signals. Yes, you can see it on the FFT, and the cross coherence function does this. This is essentially where the peak is, depending on the phase. This is probably that same component, but it says 64 hertz out of phase. You can keep scrolling through this. Now if I find anything interesting to do, like a labeling tool where you could mark up interesting things that you see. You can change the window size. Yeah, so my server is not totally overloaded. Window 10 seconds would be the maximum. It's obviously incorrect. To fix that, so I'm already finding bugs. That's the good thing about publishing, that you would start seeing your own bugs. What you're looking for really in a tool like this is large spikes in the cross coherence function. Like this one has some sort of negative spike. Yeah, I would imagine something like this is highly correlated. So you can see the same frequency component there, and if you zoom in, yes, it's still there. And there would be, I could just go for the spikes. Um, Red spikes, call them red spikes. Can't see them anymore. Anyway, you get the gist. Most importantly, you can select the channels that you want to look at. Um, Channel 0 and 7 will be essentially 1 and 8. This will be the first channel on one side of the brain and first channel on the other side of the brain of the head. But then actually, yeah, you could, for example, right, so this is when we're checking cross coherence of the same channel, and this obviously gives you a very large number there. But then what you want is to find another channel that has kind of similar response, and then you should see a spike in here as well. So this one kind of has something in the same frequency range, but not much. One actually has quite a bit. Zoom in and try and actually kind of easy to lose it, to do proper labeling. And this one doesn't have the play function, just for simplicity's sake. There's something there. So they have the same frequency component, but this negative spikes essentially suggest that they are out of phase. You can see, yeah, they're roughly 7 hertz out of phase and negatively correlated. So when one goes up, the other one goes down. So yes, you can kind of see it in here. You can see the same frequency response there. Oh, could have the overlay display working on hover on. Another thing you have here is detrending, so you can test what difference does that make. And you can see one of the channels has some DC components in it, so you can see, or actually both of them do. So you can see this elevated DC, which kind of stuffs up the cross coherence measurement as well. When you turn detrending on, it will send the signal around zero, get rid of that large DC spike in the frequency response. So please play around with this. Let me know what you think. If you're doing something similar or better, I would like to know and learn. Oh, that's weird. Is it my bug or there's just no data there? This is also an interesting one. You have these two negative peaks, quite large as well. And one is just 3 hertz. So there's 3 hertz difference between these two. There's another frequency component there. Yeah, quite interesting segment. If anyone also knows what it all means, I'll be happy to know. There's another one. Oops. Yeah, anyhow, play with this, let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Might leave the stream here, might do another one. No, I'll actually probably just edit the video, try to re-record it if needed. I'm using, I have the video I'm using, what am I using? DaVinci Resolve. It's a bit of an odd name. Like me, DaVinci. I don't know about that frame rate thing, but no, I want to keep it as the original. I'm gonna drop the video in here. I can start editing, and this is just under 10 minutes. I don't know why it's showing the number 1 there in the time frame. Bit odd. And this the video. Let me know if you like music on top of it or not. I'll probably leave it as is just because it's less work for me. And I do all these funny transitions. Cut off it the beginning. Started there. I can't hear anything. So I sorry for that noise. Normally if I keep my sound at 50%, I would like to my OBS. Right. When OBS but I right. When OBS but I it lets you select two PEG channels. One. This is my sound and the sound of the video. I need to mix it up some. My sound and the sound of the video. I need to mix it up some. Will display its frequency response of each channel overlaid like this, and then it will show a cross coherence function. So I had to mute the essentially on my OBS. I would like the sound level to be roughly the same. 111. This goes all the way to that many dBs. And in here, can increase and 30 dB. So this is cross correlation between the two channels in frequency domain. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So you can scroll through this, see what it does. For some reason it's a bit overloading my server. but be okay. But server, but be okay. Um, so yes, before, yes, it's nice that it's showing the absolute maximum level it's reaching. I don't know why. Right, is it better now? It's frequency response of each channel overlaid like this, and then it will show a cross coherence function. So this is cross correlation between the two channels in frequency domain. So you can scroll through the floors. Ja, maar dit is een niet. Zolang je de heel erg zorgt, zit het. Snap. Scenario heel zorg. Hoş. Hoop die. Nee, nee. Zit wel. Die alle wat. Honest. Stivo. Snap. Er is nog keer. Die help. Zit loop. Zolang je die. Hoe. Skelle. Zo. Snel. Anyway. I might have to re-record this one and hopefully upload it later today or tomorrow. I'll see you in the next stream. Thank you.